Hey, and welcome back to our Average Loot channel. Today we're going to play another episode of the Stanley Parable Ultra Editions. This is episode 2. I've still not looked at anything, don't know what's coming up. All I remember last time is my brain was fried from still trying to figure out what this game is about. But I was about to jump into the game and it asked me to reset the clock. So I thought I'd just start streaming and share it now. So it basically sent me a message saying thank you for setting my clock a second time accurately, because the majority of people just leave it at 12. So I thought I'd just jump straight in. Let's go. So I don't even have any way of knowing if the time of your settings are actually correct. That's quite funny. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favourite time. What? Go ahead, pick whatever time you want, even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it. Alright, I'll let you. Thank you. Anyway, so let's see if we can understand this game a little bit more. And I also don't know how the saving. I only just noticed that the computer monitor, it just matches what we're doing and just keeps mirroring it down and down and down. Anyway, so I don't know how it saves or where it saves or if it saves. So let's just boot in, see if we're in the room with the two doors, because I think one of the last things we did is there were like forklift trucks all over the place. Oh no, this isn't good. Is he going to play the whole intro again? Welcome back achievement.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
So I'm not sure if it saves what we've done or if it's just going to chuck me straight back at the end. But all I know what I want to do is keep exploring different routes.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I think we've explored the left side quite a lot.
The correct way to the meeting room.
So let's have a look on the right.
Perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
So the other thing I noticed last time was we can interact with the doors, but I think the majority of them won't open. But the first playthrough we did, we came through here, so let's come through this section.
He detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Just trying to go other ways that we've not been. Oh, clearly my comment about some doors open. I expected to be able to at least turn the handle, but maybe not. Anyway. Oh, we've been in this office room. Oh, can we not go back the way we came? No, we have locked ourselves into this room.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
So this is the same.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
We've never been downstairs, actually. Let's have a look downstairs.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Let's start moaning. Or is this going to take us to the same way where we get crushed?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be.
How has that car got into that garage door?
Why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking.
I did question it last time.
In a single moment, for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked around? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
Better not all be a dream.
This is all a dream. Oh.
Wait, that's looped us round to where we were before.
He finally found an answer, an explanation.
The hell?
His co-workers weren't actually gone.
Oh,
he
no.
wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job.
Oh, we're stuck in a loop.
I may as well enjoy this while I'm
What the hell?
So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh no!
He imagined
I'm
himself
floating.
soaring through space on a magical starfish, and it too appeared. It was so much fun.
What the hell?
And Stanley marveled that he had still
Oh,
not
I'm
woken
falling.
up. How was he remaining so lucid?
This is horrible.
Then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
Wait, what? That was the weirdest one so far. What the
All
hell?
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That last one was weird. I feel like I made the mistake of trying to walk.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
'Cause it made me
was
fall.
not
Oh.
the correct way to the meeting room.
Sugar.
And Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps
Where
he
else
wanted
could we
to
go?
stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Should we trigger that last one again, but this time don't
Wow.
walk forwards
Yes,
when it tells us about
this
floating?
room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
We'll go downstairs again.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave
Does he go
of
to the room,
disbelief,
the
Stanley
slide with the
decided
three
to go
triangles
up
on?
to his boss's office, hoping he might find
Yeah.
an answer there.
3 triangles, 3 lines. Duh. So we're gonna rush downstairs again. We're gonna rush through to the part where it tells us when we're floating.
Stanley walked upstairs
And then we're gonna
to
stand
his
still.
boss's office.
Anything this side? What's that? Don't know. Be interested to see if it triggers the exact same pattern.
Considered the possibility of facing
So
his boss,
photocopier,
admitting he had left his
clocks.
post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a
Normal
competitive
room.
economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he
Photocopier.
believed everyone.
Yeah, it just repeats the
His
same
boss
modules
would
different
think
ways.
He was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Oh no, it's not
All
going to
of my
skip, is it?
coworkers blinking
Apologies, I've put us all through the
mysteriously
same
out of
text.
single moment for no reason at all.
At least this must just be all one ending, like this section.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why
Wait,
did doors close automatically behind him wherever
I
he
shouldn't have
went?
looked down to see what it
And
says.
for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh,
Is there any way we can go when we
Stanley
float?
felt, to have finally
Is there
found
any
an
opening?
answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my
I wonder if the
boring
footstep
real-life
sound
job pushing
stops
buttons.
when we float.
I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then
Yeah, it's
he
funny, you still hear the
imagined himself
footsteps.
soaring through
Okay,
space on a
this
magical
time I'm not going to
starfish.
move. I'm going to stay
It
still
appeared.
and see if we
It was
fall.
So much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
Let's
And
not
then
move.
perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing?
See, last time it reset us
Now the
in
voice
here.
was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts.
It's so weird.
And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be?
He literally
Was
just
Stanley
floated.
simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
This is so weird.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently
Ah, it's
and he
going to
invited
reset.
himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up.
Ah, it's gonna reset.
I'm through with this dream.
I wonder if it was
To be over. Let me go back to my job.
Yes,
Continue
it's
pushing
gonna
the
reset.
buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Reset. No? Oh, cool. Uh-oh.
Stanley,
I'm trying to move, but it's just clicking.
Someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just
Oh
someone
no, the
tell me
keys are
I'm real.
reverted.
I must be real.
I can only move backwards.
Hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man
What
who had
is
stumbled
this?
through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
This is
It
so
was
weird.
comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring.
She's just
down
gonna
at the body.
walk off.
And then she turned
Yeah.
and ran.
Why did she run? That was a weird ending. That was quite elaborate. Oh god. It's weird. So like when I stand in this doorway and I press E, it says I'm clicking something, but I'm not. I got an achievement. You can't jump. Can we actually click these keys? Why, when I stand not facing anything, does E make a
All of his
typewriter
courage
sound?
was gone. What could it mean?
Weird.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Which way are we
Perhaps
gonna go
it
this
simply
time,
was a
then?
memo.
Oh, new content? That's new. Oh, so is this the DLC stuff? Well, not DLC, but the new version. So does that door just take you through the original game? Let's try the new content. That's a cool way of doing it, just opening a new door.
Oh, new content? What does that mean?
What
New
does that mean?
content?
Is that the only one door we can go through? We shut that door. No. So we're limited to this way for now, I guess. Yeah. It's exciting. It's a completely new area. Be funny if that just said you've gone to sleep. This is cool.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, is that only last year it come out?
For consoles and home computers.
That's cool.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
I like this idea, being like a
Step inside and
ride.
see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so
I wonder if you go through that ride every time.
nothing special yet, but I'm sure.
Otherwise,
it's
how
just
do you
the
get back to
beginning
the
of
old
a
content?
mesmerizing adventure.
Are we not moving?
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or oh, there we go.
There we go, no.
All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Surely the narrator would know everything about the new content.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
The jump circle.
All right.
What?
All right, let's see.
It's
The
random.
jump circle.
Space to jump. We'll follow it the first time. We'll do what it tells us. I was checking to see if all this jumping's coming through the mic. This is when it resets to like 99. Is that my computer or was that the game? Oh, it doesn't let you jump anymore. That's it. The spacebar stopped. What's around here?
Is that it?
That's the new
Surely
content.
that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
I'm intrigued. Oh, don't. Oh, man. Is everything going to be a lift system?
Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are
Not positive.
It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it.
Oh, what's this one
I'm
do?
ready for whatever it is.
I was a bit worried this was going to fall. Seems like a random. Thank you for enjoying the new content.
You've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department
Does
signed
it
off on
actually?
this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to
I'll check
freeze
that
people
after
on
the
Twitter
game.
and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a good time together like always. What do you say, friend?
You give me a choice? No. I wonder if that cart system's only there the first time you launch the new content, and then the rest of it's just rooms like normal. Oh, what the hell? This has all changed. What is this?
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent.
No, we're not going in the
I want
vent.
to show you something.
I don't know, see,
Oh,
if this
you don't want to
is...
see the cool surprise I made?
If this is
Well,
like the
fine.
divide between
No,
DLC.
never mind.
Ah, let's just
You're
follow
not.
it. Let's just follow it. Let's just follow it. Also, I am not. I dare you. We just fall into here? Well, I thought I had some level of understanding of this game, but clearly I don't, because it's completely changed the start, so I have no bearings on where we're going.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be?
I
But
do.
It got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look. I call
What is
it
this?
the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences
cool.
like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
The Memory Zone. Oh, is this
You see, Stanley,
like the
doesn't
museum?
the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013?
Is that a sticker?
Back then, video games had integrity. Back then,
The good
it all
times.
meant something. Oh, the waste.
Okay. $1. What is the point of this? Just gonna show. Stumped. Why is it a hamster? Oh, this is emotional.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes,
I've never
and I
heard of
quote, Where
Destructive.com.
so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created. Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing
Design Museum Design of the
original
Year.
Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A
You walk over
lifeless
there.
husk with an hour of new elevator content.
This area is quite cool. The old two doors, I miss them. Person of the Year. So, where to?
Here's another moving passage.
Just say literally
this time
anything.
from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable,
His
surprising,
doors.
and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Is it open? Is that not the door we came in through? Yeah.
These were simpler times, Stanley.
I didn't
But
notice
I
the
wouldn't
downstairs.
give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down
What
here?
is this? It says Steam
no.
reviews.
God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I
Yeah.
haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh, this is when the Steam reviews savaged them. Not recommended.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. the narrator is obnoxious and unfunny with his humor and dialogue.
It would be funny if that is a genuine review from someone.
Unfunny. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the
That was a
game is
good
always
review.
such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even
There's loads of
imagine
Steam
where I could
reviews.
really stick them.
Yeah. I don't understand the point, but we're gonna get there. I guess part of it is there is a ton of Steam reviews, which I never looked at in fear that someone would spoil something. Assume they're all good. Oh, there's another bad one coming up now. There we go.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
Yeah, a bit
You can
preachy.
tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness.
Another good review.
It's actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest,
It's the
I had
same,
always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather
account
terse
picture.
to begin with. You can't
Just
know
different
how
colour.
much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable
Go this way.
isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Can we get back up? No. So we forced ourselves down a
What's
different
this one
route.
got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations
True that.
of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button.
Ah, it's locked me from
Well,
moving.
Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable.
What the
That's
hell?
my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
That was weird. It's like it took me out of the game for a second. I do apologise if you heard that Windows sound. Wait, they've just made a skip button. Is that the only thing in this room? Do we have to press it? Is that clicking? Oh, I don't say what's that clicking sound, but it's the
And
clock.
here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so
Set
that
the
the
time.
second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very
not what I
proud
wanna
to have
do.
delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this.
Oh,
The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. But the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is.
They literally
How many
just keep
billions
rambling.
lived Until so much more
I don't
than
wanna press the
forever
button.
ago, which is why I say, the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time.
This is quite
at which
funny.
time everything all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't
Ah,
be just
yeah,
yet.
it's a loop.
No, until
Yeah.
two.
I'm assuming that was just going to loop the same text because we saw the same
You were
sentences
only
come around.
frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations.
We just keep skipping.
Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button.
Can I skip again?
The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at...
Oh, just get us out this
welcome back,
room.
Stanley. Now, I should say that
The door's
amount
gone.
of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well...
There's
I
no
want to say
door.
maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's... Well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the
You gotta
button
press it again, there's no
I
door.
think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here?
Exactly my
Where
point.
did the door go? Wasn't there a door that led into this room? I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere?
Oh.
A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I
Have a
want
look.
is for us to move on and
I don't think I saw
please
anything.
step away from the skip button to go anywhere other than the skip button.
We're rambling
There was a
again.
door here before, wasn't there? I swear there was. Where did it go? Can you maybe just ram your way through a wall? Is there any
Like how I
possibility
actually
you could,
tried
say,
that.
Slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave?
No.
Please, I'll take any
It doesn't work.
I'm asking you to work with me here.
I'm telling you, look,
need a door.
it doesn't
Need
go.
a door of some kind. I can work with any kind of door as long as it can open and lead from
You're
one room
rambling,
to
aren't you?
another. I'm going to step away for just a moment, and I'm going to try.
There's
to
nowhere
find us
to
a door.
make a door.
I don't know how exactly to remove a door and place it in a different wall, but I will find a way.
There is
promise.
nowhere we can
You
go.
just need to not do anything. Don't press the skip button, please, please, please. Do not.
I'm not gonna press it, man.
The skip button. Just
But get us out of
wait
here.
Wait here for me, and don't press the skip button. Got it?
Yes.
Good. I'll be right back.
I'm checking out of optimism that door will appear. Let's give him a minute. Also, I don't know why it asks us the time, because whenever I check the time, that is not what's on the clock. You're gonna give us a door? Alright, we're gonna do 2 laps, and if he's not come back after 2 laps, I'm pressing the button. There's lap number 1 nearly complete. You got 1 lap to fix this. We'll give him 1 more after this. Just, I'm imagining this is like a branch that we can get a new ending on. Right, this is it. Are you gonna come back? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Lost your chance.
Stanley,
There's still no
please
door.
Don't push the
Oh,
button again.
God.
It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button.
Please, please,
I have no idea
get us
what
out of this room.
I have no idea
Stop
how
talking.
long I'll be made to sit here. And
Kill him,
more than
babe.
anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it. And I have to believe, I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you? I've been thinking and thinking, and I don't
Give
know
us a
what
way
I can do
out.
to convince you
Give us a
otherwise.
way out.
Oh my God.
You're ruining
It's all
me.
because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me to fix the problem? Why did Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much to me? I've never even met Cookie Nine. I have no idea who they are. What would it ever really matter? But here I am. I'm fixating on every tiny negative thing that anyone ever says about me. The merest mention of one of my imperfections, and I become as impetulant as a child, wild and impulsive. I can't help myself. I can't stop myself from lashing out with a vengeful fury to alter and to change and to break anything unbroken, if only it pleases this one person who made a single negative comment. What does such an impulse serve? For whose
It's quite interesting, actually, the
Here I
principle
am,
of what it's
stuck
talking
in a
about.
room, waiting for you to press this button and to become frozen in time, knowing that you're going to do it and that I'm going to be stuck all alone, and that I had the power to prevent it all from happening if only I'd held my tongue. It's all out of my control now. Just you.
Get me out of the room, then.
As to exactly when you're going to make me suffer, to leave me all alone, surely you will. I don't doubt it.
Just
Surely
give us a
you'll
door.
press that button again, leaving me here.
Oh.
Surely you'll put your own desire.
I want to
see
get
what's
out.
next ahead of my need for company, for companionship. Surely
Oh,
you'll
God.
not be moved by my howls of fitful anxiety, that you sit with me and just stay here. Oh, no, 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 I know you too well. You'll be leaving me. Oh, my God. And it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the
it's a loop
negative
again.
feedback. Why would... Oh, Stanley, you're back.
Can I just keep pressing the button straight away?
Goodness,
No, I can't.
have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I
Oh,
think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks.
You're gonna give me a door?
Sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak.
Oh, can I press the
And
button,
you'd think that
please?
that's just...
Please, get us out of this room. I can't cope. I can't deal with this.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything.
Give us a
In
door.
fact, I've had so much time, I stopped keeping
No,
track.
I have lost patience. Get me out of this room. Get me out of this room. I cannot cope. Button's reset. He's gonna start talking in 3, 2, 1. No, he's not. Press the button again. Get us out of this room, man. What's that beeping for? Is the beeping coming from the button? Oh, this is so frustrating. This is so frustrating. I feel like we haven't moved in 10 minutes. And Lord knows what would have happened if I never pressed the button in the first
But they
place.
didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoan, they scream. They
It's like
gnash
having a
their teeth and say,
breakdown.
entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs down review and make all
Oh
of their
God,
pitiful demands. But then
let us get out. I wonder if you sit here for hours, it naturally runs through this cycle. You giving us a door? How do you get out of here? Have I got to end the game?
end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never
I
the
know
end,
it's
is
never the
is
end.
never
You're
the
killing
end,
me.
is Never the end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end,
Oh,
is never the end.
God,
is
it's
never the
driving me
end, is
mad.
Never the end.
Just get us out of this room. I might just begin the game again. I'm just going to begin the game again. I can't deal with this. Whoa, this is different. Is this giving us a way out? The thing that well, it doesn't frustrate me because I'm loving the game, but just pains me is I have a tendency to whiz through games, and I've been doing my best to not do that, but this is slowly killing me. Okay, now it's daytime. Is it just going to constantly be daytime and nighttime cycles? Oh, okay. I guess so now we're cycling through like years and years and years, and it's showing how the whole terrain and outside. It looks like a stray environment. Okay, it's nighttime, and the greenery has gone, and more of the roof has come down. It's just forever nighttime. Has the sun just been destroyed? What's going on? Alright. If we press it again, it doesn't change. We'll give it one more press after this. Alright, it's changed. Oh, cool. Can we get out? Can we get out? We're out. We're out. Yes. Now what? How far can you walk? Can you walk up there? No. What's this? It's just rocks. Alright, where's the entrance? It's this side, isn't it? Okay, we'll walk around here and then we're just going to walk diagonally straight and see how far we can walk. Right, you ready? Let's go. I'm assuming there's going to be a hard stop somewhere. Yeah. And it resets us. Please be back in the office. Please be back in the office. That's our first DLC ending, isn't it?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
Oh, wow. It's driving me crazy. New content. Let's go.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Oh, we got to do this every time, or is it just going to whiz to the end? Please whiz to the end. Yes. Yes. It's never the end. It's never the end. It's never the end. I know. I feel it. I feel the never-ending cycle. It's slowly killing me. And it skipped it. Thank God. Now we got the lift. We're not jumping this time. We're going straight past it.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever
Epic music.
the Stanley Parable 2.
What?
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel.
This is quite funny.
An entirely new experience, built from the ground up.
This is so cool.
Possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking
Yeah. It's still just sending us the one way.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe.
I like the design of this place. Like the colour scheme. I like the balance of grey, black, white and red. It's very cool. And the tables are nice.
It screams progress.
They're back. 2 doors.
Long-term franchising potential.
New mug. Also, apologies, I'm slightly drowning out the narrator because I'm done with him at this point. He's slowly wearing me down. I like how the second guy's not in front of a computer.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Could we not sit up there? No. This area is really nice. I love the style of the game. And, like, it seems to be becoming a catchphrase. I love the lighting. This is epic. This is awesome.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new...
Reassurance bucket. The hell? The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Oh, I don't know where to begin. The merch. What does that QR code actually do? I'm gonna just have a look quick. Give me a second. QR code reader. Browse. It takes you to a website, the StanleyParable2.com. That's quite funny. So, what's this one say? Business winner. So which way should we go? Should we work left to right and end on the reassurance bucket? Because that is intriguing. So let's go to the player name. Hear your name game. This one, it just reads out my gamer tag.
Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people.
We do.
So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game.
That's cool.
Isn't that wonderful?
That is. I can't press the button though. Can't press the button. I'm guessing they're demo buttons for the sizes. The button that says the player. This is when it reads out my actual full name and I have to edit it. Let's see.
Jim. Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is.
Let me down.
Let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the.
Okay, we'll walk back. We'll walk back.
Just play on.
Ready?
I promise you'll love
Ready?
it. Okay, here we go.
Here we
Let's
go.
take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become
I am
a person
Jim.
named Jim.
I'm your average
I
Jim.
want you to imagine yourself
Here we go.
living as Jim.
No way, this
Simple
button
and
actually
witty.
says my name.
Falling in love and being
press it.
heartbroken as Jim. Seizing all of the world.
Jim.
Whoa,
Oh
whoa,
my
whoa, whoa,
God, it
hold
knows
on.
it's me.
I wasn't finished setting up the backstory.
Can I
If
keep
you
pressing
don't
it?
properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never
I've
understand the
roleplayed.
impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name. Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first. Now, allow yourself to become Jim.
Come on, reset it.
Imagine yourself. All right, fine, whatever.
Yes.
It's just a meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now? Get out of here. I'm done with this button. Why don't you go humiliate me in front of a different feature that I worked
Yes,
very
we can
hard
go.
on?
Can we press it one more time for a laugh?
See, if you'd only played along, that would have been your name the button says. But no. Instead, I can't even think about it. I'm taking the Jim
Could we
button
have this-
away.
Have they actually? Let's go have a look quick. Even this room's like nicely decorated. Taking out the red, replacing it with orange. Is the button actually gone? Oh no. The gym button. It's gone. Okay, where's next? What's this?
Maybe I'll only let people named Jim play the Stanley Parable.
Why
too.
is that
They
one
would appreciate
unique?
what I've created here.
No screenshots. A whole new office. Oh, look at the carpet. Or just a new orange. That doesn't look any different. Anyway, let's go through this door. The sides have changed. That's Jim. Right, what's this side? Anything?
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
What is that giant guy? Collectibles. What's this way? The infinite hole. Pre-achievement. Settings World Championship. Let's go for the infinite hole. Oh, clearly that was not the right arrow to follow. I thought it meant like up that way. So it's this way and right. Apologies. No screenshots.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Do we get to pick? Ah, we get to pick. I like the white one.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
Oh no.
Happy 12th birthday,
Oh.
step-niece, it is.
That is not what I wanted.
Maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision.
Can we
We're
press the
moving
button?
on. Come
Press it
now,
again.
You've already made your choice.
No.
It's true that you chose badly, but we all have to move on from our mistakes.
You chose badly. The blue ones are trash. This area is really cool though. We'll go for the bucket after. So, is there anything else outside? Ah, the jump circle, we've been there.
You know what?
Does it count up?
Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
I wonder if, when we could jump, if you could jump outside the circle. We've gone in there, haven't we? Yeah. So is this the infinite hole? I'm really fascinated to see what this is. Hole like infinity. The whole entrance. Now that is a diagram we like. So we got the hole at the top, then we've got the depth, then we've got the space, we've got more holes, some question marks, the science, the infinity, the falling, the more, and the educational use only. Thank you for clarifying. And this doesn't make any sense because this one shows it just goes straight down, but this one's it's like a wiggly line. But anyway, let's check out the hole.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of.
This is
Never been
cool.
done before in a video game. This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever. That's
Does
right.
it?
Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time. if
Infinite
you
hole.
like. A stunning
Do we have to
fall
quit
for
the
video
game?
Games as a medium.
Oh, the roof's come down. Is there anything else around the back? No. Let's check this out then. Here we go.
You see, isn't it wonderful?
I like the sound effect.
Concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since
Does that circle get any smaller?
Hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Can we leave it? How small does that light
I
get?
don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
We're gonna wait until that little white dot is gone.
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole.
Are we gonna
Is
die?
it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity.
Still
From
see the
one
light.
perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom
How
of
did
the
we not
hole.
die?
You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so
From
clever.
management
Look,
to
I
everyone.
think the issue here is just
Like
that
copy
you're
me,
unusually
mean it too.
fascinated by falling.
Management.
What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
Can we still teleport?
Look,
No, we
things
can't.
got a little heated there.
We're stuck.
We both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
Okay,
That works for you.
that works for me.
Then go ahead and press the teleport button.
I
to
did.
walk up to the
Didn't
top
let
of
me.
the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready. Great.
There we go.
Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of
Can we
my
fall
ideas
back
for
down the hole?
sequel. Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Normal.
We reset?
A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see
Oh,
it
let
all,
me
but
out.
Not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of...
That was shorter that time.
Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
Yeah.
I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole...
We're gonna jump one more time and see if it gets shorter.
And come join me up above. Had enough?
Right, last one.
I'm positively thrilled.
Last time.
Gosh,
How could I have guessed?
Are we
You're back
falling
in the
faster?
hole.
We're falling
This
faster.
starts to become a thing where...
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite.
Yeah.
I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability in marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length.
This is cool.
Let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
I've jumped in it 3 times, man.
There it is.
Oh, yeah?
Shape. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth,
We can't get
I just
out.
can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge?
That's
You
quite
just
funny.
do whatever it is you're here to do, and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Does it make it flat? Oh, no.
Is the teleport button not working? You sure?
No. Trying.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago.
It's
Try
not
it
working
again.
now. Nope.
Still nothing? Well, I suppose...
Give us the jump button.
There is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole.
No,
Now you'll
don't
get
leave
more
us in
out of
it.
it than you could ever have asked for.
No.
It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole. I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. And
No.
you in the hole. Have a wonderful rest of it.
Oh, no, you can hear him going. Oh, we can... Oh, I thought we could walk out then. Gee, we teleport. We can't. We can't. Can't get out. What's up? Thought the roof was being lifted. Not letting us out. We gotta reset. We'll give it a minute. Oh no. The hole's growing. Gonna grow faster than this. We're gonna be stuck in this for ages. Faster. Gotta have a drink. It's not good. Change your perspective. Oh, that's cool. That's epic. This is so epic. How do we get out? Change your perspective. Oh, your perception. I'm an idiot. Yeah. We gotta change it with a beat. What else could we get? Change your reality. Is that just changing the lighting? It is. Let's change the music. Are we at the bottom? Oh, cool. It's changing the background. Ah, I wish the background changed with the angle. Right, this is the best one. Change yourself. Right, it'll change the reality. Ah, puppies. This is so weird. Change yourself. Oh my god, we're now a robot. Let's change our perception. Perspective. We change ourselves again. Run our head. Got big heads. Where does this end? Ah, is that the cycle? Yeah. Ah, so there isn't loads of them.
Stanley? Stanley?
We're in space.
Stanley?
Ah.
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into
That's my
dreams.
favourite part of this game
Can't have that
so
stay,
far.
because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things,
Just let us get out the hole.
We'll have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them.
Let us out.
Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
Let us out the hole, man. Don't go through that sequence again. Just let us out. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. At least we had some entertaining fact though. We got to change all sorts. Oh, here we go.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of
So,
these.
we've been in there. That's the one with the balloons. Let's go for the bucket. What's in here?
A common complaint
Oh, the
of
lighting's
Stanley
cool.
Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair
nothing
in
there.
those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley,
Or is this
every
getting
time you're
lowered?
holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come
pick it
to
up.
long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine?
I
what
don't
a pain in the
understand
ass that
how
would be? Yes, the
the bucket will help.
Perfect solution. Come
You're
on.
gonna release. Here we go. Why are you laughing?
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body.
I don't understand
Say
the
that
point.
I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well.
Oh, thank
I
you.
think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Yeah.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
So what, then we play the game with the bucket in our hand? Is that what happens? So,
Does anyone give
have we
out
done
awards
everything this
for
side?
Most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't.
I don't know, the bucket in Stray was good, to be fair. It had some uses as well. Right, we're going to clear through this room, and then we're going to assess if we're going to do another episode. So, we haven't been down here. So what's down here? Free achievement. Pull the lever, receive your new achievement. No more steps. It just works. Okay. I'll
Now,
take this for
here's
an
something
achievement.
special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident?
Yep.
Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you.
That's
It's
cool.
as simple as that.
Let's pull it.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken.
Oh,
I'm not
no.
a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy
No,
the hordes of
no.
battle stands all
We want
over
the
world
achievement.
who have been uproariously demanding this feature.
Is there anything else we can do?
We hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Lied to us on the sign. Is there nothing? We've got the bucket as well. I don't feel very calm. I guess that's it. Can we get out? Please say the door's open. That's a bit disappointing. The bucket's cursed us.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
It's just up here, isn't it? Free new and easy achievement. No, that's that one, and it lied to us. What's this one? Collectibles. Can you find them? Can you find them? Is that like a bobblehead then?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up
Still
these
walking
miniature
forwards.
Stanley figurines. And what's truly
Oh, yeah?
innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to
What is it?
stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unrewarded.
Alright, made me feel disorientated then. What is it? Is it a bobblehead that's just floating? Oh my god. Like statues of people. Can we get it? That's funny. Is that it? Yeah, it is. The door's shut.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
What's in here? Button that says your name, merch. So we tried to do the settings world champion, but we couldn't do that. Have we done it all? Jump circle, we've done that. What's up here?
All right, have you seen everything you wanted to?
Is this
Ready
the
to move
exit?
on now?
Is this the exit? I don't want to leave yet. Is there anything else? Yeah, that is the exit. I guess that's it. Let's see where it sends us next. I think we've gone everywhere. Because that settings door was closed, wasn't it? Let's go. It's been a pleasure. Okay, so what we're going to do is, random bag, is we'll see where this takes us next. If it resets us, then we'll see what the new content room does. If it brings us back here, then we know we're done. But God knows how many more endings there are. There's so much in this game.
What do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
Yeah.
Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these
I wonder
features
if we
will come
restart with the
together
bucket.
as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready?
The new game
Here
needs a
is.
skip button.
I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
How do we get down there? Oh, it's got the ridiculous balloons, the machine that doesn't work on the hole, and the two doors.
Okay, never mind.
And the button that says your name.
Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
That's got the red carpet.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of
What's it
gags.
say?
And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
The jump
I
circle was
wanted
in the
more
hole.
than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the
They don't have the
vision and
bucket, though?
integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work?
No.
I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh, is it resetting us at the start? Yeah. We'll have a long episode. I'm enjoying this. Let's see what happens. Click
This
to
is the
skip. I'm skipping that every time. Oh, we've lost the bucket. Oh, it's got the balloons in. Oh, I wanted the bucket though.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
Oh,
moment.
there's the bucket.
Stanley
Bucket of
picked
calm.
up the bucket.
I feel calm with this bucket. Feel really calm. What other features were they saying at the hole? Are the new content doors gone?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Have they just added these features on the regular game? Let's go to the boss's room and see.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him. That the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was.
Nothing's changed
Had the
here.
bucket
No
turned out
balloons.
to be correct? Was no, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go
Nope.
back to the meeting room.
Actually, we do want to go that way. Because we want to go to
So
the
let's take a
stairs.
detour through the maintenance section and walk straight ahead to the opposite door.
I love how the bucket has an identity where it said they have the
Still
two
no
of
one
them.
was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where
Oh.
he'd find answers.
I've been in here before.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
That's a good job I pressed open then. I thought
Bucket.
I didn't think it was going to
belongs in
open.
the broom closet. That's what the broom
Where do we
closet
put
is
it down
trying to
there?
say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket.
I want to hand
I
over the
know
bucket.
how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend.
Please stop talking.
Oh no, we're getting into name calling.
Oh,
This is
God.
how low the broom closet has sunk that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket. Stanley, I never liked this.
I can't
broom
keep
closet
playing
for
this
a
game.
variety of reasons, but even this is
It's wearing
worse
me
than
out.
I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends. That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient?
It's
that
a
your
bucket.
life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the
I
wide
can't cope.
variety of
I can't
experiences
cope.
you and the bucket have shared together.
I'm leaving.
Go through each of them.
I can't go in that room
Share
anymore.
your journal in
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the
This
bucket
is the
walked
last run we are
upstairs to the
doing.
boss's office.
Maybe I'll play a live stream again with some friends, but for now, we are... What the hell? I swear, the first time we played this, I couldn't open these doors. Yeah, I can't open that one. Let's go through the blue one. But yeah, this is my last run. I can't cope. Oh, collectible.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these.
It's quite a
Only
funny gimmick to
intrinsic
show you the
pleasure
different
of a
features
job
and then
well
chuck them
done.
to the game.
You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Oh, stop. Stop talking. Please. To pick just one. Oh, man. Okay. Let's see. That doesn't open. Is this the same?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
What we're gonna
By the
do,
weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken
we're
down
going
into
to
an
end
emotional dumpster fire,
the
if
correct
not for
way.
the soothing presence of the bucket.
2,
Even
8,
now,
4,
in his darkest
5.
of hours, but Stanley
Let's see if I
guessed
still
the correct
remember it.
code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
Bucket
Was
did
the
know.
bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical.
Yeah, we're going to escape with a bucket. That is the plan. Another collectible.
Another miniature Stanley figurine.
Finding them
So,
all.
You know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands?
Mini stands?
Stanley figs.
Ah, mini stands.
What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Thank you. Right, we're leaving with a bucket, and that is the end, and we'll be done. We'll be done. This game has fried my brain. It has tested my patience. It has destroyed
The elevator
me.
raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate.
It's been
It would be
fun,
all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket.
but
Soothing
it's
him,
tested me too
comforting him,
much.
reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right.
I can't
The
deal with
bucket is
this.
here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
It better be. We're leaving. We're leaving with this bucket, and that's
Stanley
it.
and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door.
We're not walking. We are running.
Mind control facility.
Get out of here. Get out of here, quick, hit the button. Hit the button. We're so close to
Lights
freedom.
rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret
Why aren't
did
they
this place
working?
hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
I thought that was the part who turned them on. Oh no, it was up there. Let's go, bucket. Here go the cameras.
Jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this.
Bucket
Very
had never
nearly
seen
burst
anything like
into
this.
tears as Stanley cradled it
It's okay,
gently,
Bucket. It's
reassuring
okay,
it
Bucket.
that everything would be fine. Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well?
Yeah, it
Had
was.
the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do?
Yep.
What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do?
There's
in the first
427.
place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
My mind is feeble. You've destroyed it.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
You can't even trust the bucket. You think the bucket could be controlled by a person that isn't you?
But here was the proof.
No,
Part
no,
of the operation.
no.
Controls
We need to get
labeled with
out.
emotions,
We need to get
happy
out.
Or sad.
Get
or
out.
content.
Get out.
Walking, eating, working.
Get out.
All of it
Turn it
monitored
off.
and commanded from this
Get to
very
freedom.
place. And as the cold
Please.
reality of his
I don't want to hear this
past began
narrator
sink in,
anymore.
Stanley decided that
Turn
this
it off.
machinery-
Let's get out of here with the bucket. Yes. You're not going to show the end sequence.
Stanley and the bucket.
Yes.
waited in blackness. Was it over?
Yes, please.
Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive.
Ah,
The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneak in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the
why?
True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and to...
No,
What? Wait.
no.
What was happening?
Let us out.
Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
No. No.
Even the facility itself
Oh.
recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket.
Stay in the light. Stay in the
Stanley
light.
can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket.
We were so
Living
close.
eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
That's it. That's my limit. That's my limit. Oh, but my curiosity, because it started us in a different space. Ah, go on. just reset us into the 2 rooms. Nah, we're done. We're done. Well, I hope you've enjoyed it and watched me slowly lose my mind. Because episode 1, I was trying to figure out what to do. Episode 2, I've just gone with the ride and I've got to my narration limit. It's an interesting game. It's been really fun. I think in the Steam sale, I said this about Stray, but in the Steam sale, I think it's worth picking up just to see the way you play the game. Because even though it's quite linear, like there's different routes, but they're all, I guess, designed for you to follow a certain path to trigger the certain endings. But I imagine there's loads of different endings that I've not covered. I think my mate O2 Browns is streaming it at some point on Twitch, so when he does that, I'll put a link to it in the description below. But thanks for watching. I hope you had fun. Check out the game. It's going to take me a while to get used to not having someone narrate my life decisions. But yeah, until next time, have a good day and a good evening. And it's been your boy Average Luke, and I'll see you later. Peace.